Hi everyone. Today we are going to introduce our advertising campaign for Gloria jeans. We got 4 people in our group. The first one is Chen Xibao and Hui Qingyang, and me Wei Zewang, and last one is Lu Li. So that starts. Gloria jeans was founded in 1979. It has great potential in Australian coffee house industry. We will start by situation. We will start by situation analyze and create objective of campaign. Then develop and justify an advertising budget. Also, we will use the Tyler's typology to content analyze the message strategy for Gloria jeans. And the last one is media strategy will be discussed in detail.
So next I will to introduce the construct situation, the analyze. So according to the analyze in the coffee ratio annual report of 2019, the indefinite intangible assets, the distribution of the Gloria's brand system was reduced from the 410 millions 271,000 from in 2080 to 9,650,000 in 2090. The cash generating units is spent 7.1 million on the impairment expenditure in fiscal 2019, and according for 8.83% of the total ratio, the revenue and of the same category 80.4 millions. To compare with its competitors, it occupies the first place in the market. In terms of the cash output units, so they increased the 0.65% from the 60.68% to 70.43% years on the years in 2018. And in the market share, have the 3% in the market. The next page is to introduce the creative and justify objectives. So based on the customer feedback and the information in the annual report, we can create 100% of customers loyalty and 50% the new customer growth per month, and maximize the brand respectation. And it can get 5% increase in the market share, and within the 3 years we will increase our market share and 3% to the 6% and double it. And next page is to develop and justify and advertising the budget. We can, through the purchase of the large numbers of the media advertising medium, to improve the brand awareness. It can be attract the more customers. And that's why is to continue the advertising, like the send papers advertising every day, and like have the special holiday like the Christmas Day, Halloween Day, and can hold free in the store testing. And according to the analyze the annual reports in 2018, the grocery drinks coffee, the cost of the basis equipment between the 380,000 and 600,000 The advertising budget can be controlled to about 20% of the cost of business equipment. And the next one is the product of the sales. The product of the sales can has 40,271,000 in 2018, and 2019 it has 9,650,000. It show a downward trend, but the advertising budget can be controlled between 5% and 10% of the sales. Okay, let's welcome to another person to introduce.
For this part, I'm going to talk about the message strategy. In this case, we decide to use the Tyler 6 segments message strategy. It is identified to basic advertising method. One is the transmission view, and the other one is the richer view. I'm going to talk about a transaction view first. It consists of the three parts: regional, acute, and routing. Next. For the first one, regional. The regional segment is based on consumer needs for information. The main purpose of this part of advertising is to inform and persuade consumer based on logic. For example, we would like to tell the customer the benefit to drinking coffee, and nowadays people pay more attention on their healthy. Drinking coffee can help you burn fat, and caffeine can increase the fat burning. Also, coffee is rich in powerful antioxidants. This is enough to show that coffee is a healthy drink. And the second one is acute needs. The acute needs segment is largely based on consumer needs. For example, most consumers work in nearby office building and were always in a hurry on their way to work office. They do not have time to make detailed consumption plans. So in this case, Gloria jeans can offer a higher quality, quick service, espresso to them. And the third one is the routing. The routing segment is referring to an advertising method that mainly invests the rule of the brand or relate the product in the customer's daily life, because different people have different people like different type of coffee. Therefore, we can adjust the advertisement of product basic on the each consumer's performance. Second part, I will introduce the Washington to talk about it.
Next, I'll talk about ritual visual. It contains ego, social, and sensory aspects. Next, I'll talk about ego aspects. The brand identity of Gloria Jeans is to offer comfort, community, and a sense of extended family to the customers. Our campaign aims to reflect a common feeling. No matter if you're on the go or need a little time out, will provide you with your own moment of clarify in the midst of the hectic and complex world. For example, grab a cup of coffee and chilling out in a coffee shop with the warm services which is a deeply emotional moment for those who don't have the family companions around and who don't have the family companions in different cities. Also, we aim to provide the customers a great lifestyle as well. Next, I'll talk about social aspects. Because nowadays more and more people pay more attention on social medias. They care about what kind of person they are in the public eyes and how people look at them. Also, like the very first thing for customers to choose a coffee to drink is the design of the coffee brand and the quality of the coffee beans. However, Gloria Jeans always provide authentic products. And also, authentic products means authentic person. Premium coffee is considered as the symbolic of social status as well as improve vocational images. For those who strive after an ideal, Gloria Jeans coffee gives them confidence that they can be the person they want to be in the future. Next, I'll talk about sensory aspects. Sensory aspect is about how to show strong sensory stimulations to the customers. It gives the customer strong desire to purchase and strong visual impact. Look at Coca-Cola's advertisement. They use a lot of red in the whole poster, which is really impressive for all the customers and alert the customers to purchase from them. Red can be used to create an energizing heating effect or an extension grabber. Gloria Jeans should design the advertisement to be both eye-catching as well as Coca-Cola's advertisement, and also be more informative. Through the use of different colors, emotions can show Gloria Jeans' specific brand identity and its own image to the public as well. Next, I'll talk about TV commercials. Look at the chart below. It shows social sensory Russian is the most frequently used in advertisements. So we're gonna focus more on about social sensory Russian to talk about our draft TV commercial. And the character of the TV commercial is a young boy who just graduated from university and have his first presentation in his entire life in the workplace. Before the presentation, he was so nervous and he started to sweating because it was set in the summer. And his colleague gave him a cup of cold brew Gloria Jeans coffee, which helped him to stop sweating and started to memorize all the things about the presentation and got the energy back. And he did well in his presentation in the end and won the colleagues' reputation as well. This is just a draft TV commercial for Gloria Jeans, but I think it's very because it's a thing everyone gonna go through in their life. So it is quite it can make the customers relate to his experience as well. Next, we'll talk about the media strategy.
Hello everyone, I'm going to continue the rest of our presentation. So the next of the slides, I'm going to talk about the medium strategies. Alright, I will start from the medium objectives. The medium objectives is the goal of the medium program. Also is the achievable goals through the medium strategies. I'll probably give you an example for the Gloria Jeans. We can use some online advertising, maybe like Facebook, Instagram or YouTube to cover 18% of the target market, so over 6 months period. We're trying to set up the target first and then easy to help us to achieve this target. Alright, so I'll move to the next one, which is target market coverage. Alright, so to develop a medium strategies involve the matching the most appropriate medium to this market coverage. And but the issue is to get the coverage of the market. The potential goal is full market coverage. I would say it is very optimistic, like zero, just like the market here. So that's quite hard to achieve that. But the other two, the chart is like more realistic the conditions. All right, let's look at this this one first, the third one. So it didn't cover for the whole market. Still leaving some potential customers without like exposure to the message. For the next one, the last one, I would say the marketer is facing with some problem of the overexposure called the waste coverage. It means the medium coverage exceeds the target audience. All right, so the next I'm going to move to the medium vehicles. The medium vehicles, I would say the medium buyers can use tools to make the process of the selection medium vehicle easier. Like we can develop a list of the potential vehicles, such like TV, broadcast, radio, or even the online advertising. And then we select several we select the several of the quantitative and qualitative characteristics that are relevant to the reach and frequency of the considerations, such as the quantitative characteristic like CPM, which is like cost per thousand impressions, and the GRP, which is like gross rating points. So and we can see the qualitative characteristic like reputation and aid values. So I will say we can put all the data in the table, which is we can see more clearly, just like table here. Let's look at the we put the full of the vehicles, like what's really want to check. So from this data, we can see vehicle 2 and vehicle 3, they have very high the index number. So it means these two vehicles is like more suitable for the targets. So that two will be like the best vehicles for increase the like for it. All right. So and then we're going to see the medium mix. I will see when making medium mix decision, the planner look to the whole market, and not just the traditional medium or even like the digital medium. The planner need to consider all the opportunities that the consumers going to contact with the brand. So I'll probably give an example like the Gloria jeans. We put the advertising in the TV and the online advertising as well. So because like we put that advertising in TV is like more popular in the like elderly people, elderly group, and family as well. So these people, they can collect information, they can get information data from there. Also can put some from the online advertising like Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. That is more young people, they are like it. So they also can get a similar like information and data from there. And lastly but not the least, we're going to talk about the medium schedule. All right, so for the medium schedule, I would say the pulse scheduling is more suitable for the Gloria jeans. The pulse schedule is like combination with the continuity and the lighting scheduling. So which means it's maintaining a low level of advertising across all months, but spend more in selected months, just like maybe during the December or September or even the April, because they got like Christmas, grand final 40 and Easter as well. So we also call this schedule like the season pulse scheduling. So it not only can increase the sale, but you also can have the market as well. All right, so that's all pretty much our presentation. Thank you for listening.